Let me give you a chance to clarify the email controversy. As you know, it came up over the weekend once again. Secretary Clinton claiming that the FBI Director James Comey said she told the truth about not sending or receiving classified email on her private server. Here's what she said on Sunday on Fox.
Director Comey said that my answers were truthful and what I've said is consistent with what I have told the American people. That there were decisions discussed and made to classify retroactively certain of the emails.
He not only directly contradicted what you said, he also said in that hearing that you were extremely careless and negligent.
Well, Chris, I looked at the whole transcript of everything that was said, and what I believe is, number one, I made a mistake not using two different email addresses. I have said that, and I repeat it again today.
All right, but listen to what Director Comey said in a hearing, a House hearing, when he was questioned by Congressman Trey Gowdy in July. Listen to this.
Secretary Clinton said there was nothing marked classified on her emails, either sent or received. Was that true?
That's not true. There were a small number of portion markings on, I think, 3 of the documents.
Secretary Clinton said I did not email any classified material to anyone on my email. There is no classified material. Was that true?
There was classified material emailed.
Secretary Clinton said she used just one device. Was that true?
She used multiple devices during the 4 years of her term as Secretary of State.
Okay, Brian, so how do you explain the discrepancy?
Thanks, Wolf. Yes. So what the director did say at that very same hearing is that he had no basis to believe whatsoever that Hillary Clinton said anything that was at all untruthful in her answers that she gave to the Justice Department when she went in for her several-hour-long interview prior to their conclusion of their investigation. And what we can say here today is that what she said in that interview is completely consistent with what she has said over these many months in all of the public settings where she's been asked about this. And so even though you did play those exchanges between Congressman Gowdy, I believe it was, and Director Comey, later in that same hearing, under questioning from different members of Congress, including Congressman Cartwright, he expanded on those answers and brought clarity to those apparent contradictions. And as a result of further answers he gave later in the hearing, I think it resolved the apparent contradictions in a way that explains fully what Secretary Clinton has been saying these many months. So to just take one example, in that particular exchange that you played, the director said that there were 3 emails that appeared to have markings. But of course we know that later in that same hearing he indicated that those markings were a mistake, that they were improper, and that anybody that was looking at those 3 emails, seeing those improper markings, would not have known that the documents were classified. And so that's just one example of how, based on further opportunities to expand on his answers, the director explained things in a way that completely matches up with what Hillary Clinton has been saying for these many months.
The impression I got from the FBI director during the hearing, as opposed to his news conference when he announced that he was not going to recommend criminal charges against Hillary Clinton, was that she was truthful. She didn't lie to the FBI. Lying to the FBI, as you know, is a crime. He would have charged her with lying to the FBI if, in fact, he felt she had lied to the FBI. He said she was truthful to the FBI, but he also left the clear impression she was less than honest with the American public in some of the statements she had made, and I want you to respond to that.
I think that's an unfair thing to conclude. I think that the director was speaking about that which he had directly overseen, which was the interview that she gave to the Justice Department, and so I think he was sticking to what was his matter of expertise. But I think in the answers that he gave at that hearing, it went a long way towards explaining why, despite the answers that from the clip that you played, Secretary Clinton was answering completely forthrightly in all the answers that she's given over these last several months. So to take another example, the director in his press conference said that there were 110 emails that he believes were classified at the time they were sent or received. Well, as she has said all along, Hillary Clinton did not believe those emails were classified. And why would she have, considering that they were not marked and they were sent to her by serious career professionals, not just within the State Department, but throughout the government? people that have worked for Republican and Democratic administrations who know the difference between what's classified and what's not. So there was ample reason for her to not judge any of those emails as containing classified information. She acted in completely good faith. Of course, had she received anything that she at all believed was classified, she would have flagged it and spoken up right then and there. But that never happened because she honestly did not believe any of these emails were classified. That's why she has given those answers for these many months. And in that hearing that you played a clip from, later on in that same hearing, the director backed her up and said he did not have a basis to conclude that she ever thought any of those emails were classified.